Good morning, dear students. This is the first lesson of class 11th Computer System Overview. I want to show you this book because this book is not available this time to you, as already I have discussed with you in my previous video that syllabus has been changed. The database portion from this book has been completely removed. The database which we was studying earlier, it will be in the 12th syllabus. Now, in the computer system overview, we will understand hardware and the software. Hardware means the physical electronic component of computer are called hardware that we can touch, we can feel, we can see. The software, these are the recorded instructions of the program that govern the working of the computer. This is written here. Software you can see only, you can't touch, and the hardware you can see, you can touch also. The software means C means you can write it, you can type it with the help of English, maths and some symbols, but you can't touch it physically. Basic computer organizations, in this we will study that how the systems, the processor and the part of the computers are working. In this diagram you can see that CPU consists of ALU, controls and the registers. ALU is the arithmetic logic unit. In this, maths is calculated, maths is performed only. Control unit will sustain the process till the time that ALU has given the time. Registers are the fastest and the first memory unit that is present to store small bits of data for its process. This is the bus. You can see this bus is the wire. This is the connectivity only, and the data, the input which we are giving, that will be flow through this bus only. You can see how we will give the input. We will give the input through input unit. There are different types of input units. For example, OCR, OMR, MICR. All these are devices which are used to give input. Now the second thing, some common input devices are also present. For example, you can see here keyboard, mouse and microphone. You know these things. Keyboards means we can give typed written text. Mouse means we can give instructions. Microphone means we can speak and we can give the voice in audio format. Output unit is the monitors. You can see here monitors, printers, speakers. Monitors are used to display the contents. Point printers are used to give us hard copy. Speakers are used to give us the audio format of output. Central processing unit, as we have discussed, that it consists of ALU, CU and MU and registers. Now you can see here these are arithmetic logic unit, control unit and registers. What is ALU? ALU is the part in which maths will be solved. For example, plus, minus and some relational and logical operations will be there. Second thing, CU, control unit, it is used to sustain the process till that time for which ALU has given the time. Now CU is the control and guides interpretation, flow and manipulation of data and information. The CU sends control signals until the required operation are done properly. Means till the time that process is going on, control unit will sustain that process. Now you can see here registers. These are the memory part that will hold the data during the execution of the process. Registers or processor registers are small units of data holding places. The CPU are user registers to temporarily hold some important processing informations. Now the main memory. Main memory means the primary memory. Primary memory will consist that RAM and ROM. RAM, you must know some basic properties of RAM. RAM will lose its data whenever the electricity will be switched off. it is volatile in nature, means we can't save it permanently, and it will use the data in the form of 0 and 1s inside the memory component. You can see here the memory of computer is often called main memory or the primary memory. Now you can see here these are the memory groups names. As we will understand each and every, you must know few, but you are not supposed to learn everything by heart, because slowly by slowly you will get this. For example, you can see here 1 bit is called bit, 8 bit 1 byte, 1024 1 kb, 1024 kb 1 mb, 1024 mb 1 gb, like this it will go. Now you can see parts of main memory. In the random access memory, the memory cells can be accessed for the information transfer from any desired random location, and that's why it is called random access memory. It is of two types: RAM and dynamic RAM and static RAM. Now you can see here in the dynamic random access memory, these are made up of transistors and capacitors. This is the main thing that I want to show you. The amount of time taken to produce the data required from the memory from the start of access until the availability of data is called memory access time. Now static RAM, these are made up of flip-flops. Flip-flops, this time you are not having this idea. I will discuss with you, but this is not in your syllabus. When I will discuss gates, at that time I will discuss flip-flop also with you. This is made up of flip-flops. ROM is the read-only memory, and it is used to give the fixed amount of information every time. There are different types of ROM are available in the market. For example, you can see PROM, programmable read-only memory. It can be programmed by the developer and the manufacturer of the chip or the motherboard. EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. In this memory, UV radiations are used to erase this. EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, is erased electrically, which is faster and can be erased by ultraviolet radiation also. Flash EEPROM, we can use this as pen drive, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. And mask ROM refers to kind of ROM which the contents are programmed by the IC manufacturer. IC is the integrated circuit that programmed those who are making IC integrated circuits, they will program mask ROM. Thank you for today. In the next video, I will discuss the next topic, storage unit. Thank you.